So we got up and cut the grass today. I did not feel like it, but once I got up, I just went on and got it done. Thank God. My boys walked on down to the basketball court this morning. Just, get some more practice and stuff in on the court, which is fine. And I'm just sitting here thinking about what I got coming up, that what if I can avoid it, I would. I just don't want no problems, don't want no confusion with me and my children and stuff like that. Because I really don't have no type of help. God knows, but yeah, don't have the help that I would like, in place if, something push came to shove. Let's just say that.
You can actually hit some of the hoops, but one of the goals is broken. So I'm only doing the one by the side to the with the side to the rim. Like it's safer for us to use.
Okay, well, y'all just be careful down there. Is the grass grown up high down there? Because sometimes it don't be tended to, and it be like snakes and stuff down there.
There's one side that's high. Well, it's not too high.
Okay, just pay attention to y'all surroundings if necessary, and yeah, just be careful down there, and yeah, just hit me on the walkie-talkie if y'all need me. Anyway, that's them. They're getting their practice in. I just got done. My feet got grass and stuff. I really could go take a shower and stuff and do all that while they're gone. I barely know what it feels like, you know what I'm saying, to not have nobody in the house with me. And I used to, when I used to send them to school and when my youngest son was a baby, but I don't really know what it's like. I ended up having my kids back, not back to back to back, but back to back enough to where the house wasn't empty, which is not bad, but sometimes you just be like, ooh. Well, me personally, I'm like, ooh, feels good. If I had a man that was going to work, like honestly, when the boys' so-called dad was here and he was getting up, going to work, oh my God, I was so relieved. Honestly, and it's crazy because I had to get my sleep and my rest then because he would come a lot of times he would come late, but sometimes he would just come like right after he got off from work. And then it was just disorderly. I mean, just keep it real. It was disorderly, but I felt some sense of order trying to take place because it was consistency. It was just, still on some F-boy stuff. So, but, right now I'm getting it sorted through. My son is getting more strength to be able to cut the grass and stuff and get more drive and strive to cut the grass better. I was asking him early because me and him, we trade off and take turns. Of course, it made me think about my daughter. Like, I mean, not that I would have her getting to work, just working like crazy as far as cutting the grass, but I would have exposed her and had her out there as well. Of course, they probably would have been homeschooled. She wanted to go to another, a public school or whatever. But anyway, made me think about her, of course, like, dang, again, my helping hand is missing. And, I just pray God continue to do what he's doing regarding that. I don't know what the resolve or anything looks like, or if it's not already resolved. I don't feel like it is, but my feelings doesn't dictate it. It only indicates. But and I feel like sometimes barely indicate. My jacket done got stuck down in this chair, and I'm just feeling no type of way, like, for real. How dare I? But anyway, got energy. Noticed that the neighbors opening up blinds and stuff to watch me like this early. They don't never open their stuff up this early, but up watching me, my house. And I'm like, 9:30? You already got I open mine up just as soon as I get up in the morning, but you already got your blinds open. You don't usually do that. It just irks me so damn bad. Opened up the back ones to see what I was doing in my backyard, then open up the other one. I'm like, oh gosh, y'all don't have nothing better to do. Not a damn thing better to do than sit here and try to watch me. You already got the camera facing my house and stuff like that. But anyway, Um, yeah, try to handle some more business later on. Definitely gonna handle some other stuff in house and just keep on going because I just wanna. I've always wanted to progress and get to a place where I can at least be comfortable. Messed around and found a freaking dead rat in the pool. The rat done got in there and drowned. And we had a net so we could get it out or whatever. Of course, that sounds disgusting, but I have a filter pump thing and all that, so we're gonna pump all the germs and all that stuff out. And plus I was waiting on the chlorine tablets to come. Um, yeah, to come. I guess the dang on thing got in there and it drowned. I don't even know how it got in there. I don't know. Maybe it climbed up on the. I don't know. Either way, chlorine tablets. We got some bleach type or some chlorine type stuff. I'm waiting on to come from Lowe's. It's really supposed to come today. I don't know if I could track my order. I'm gonna see. And I got some other things coming. I got a swing set and stuff coming from my younger son, and just to put back there, move that pool out the way and just put the swing setty back there in that place. I'm gonna move their that other little pool. But yeah, so that part, it's feeling good, feeling refreshing. Just glad that I did get up. I did not want to. Just glad that I got up and got it out the way. Yeah. I need to get this stuff together because I want my stuff. I don't know. Lowe's is not giving what they need to give at all because I'm trying to get this stuff up and going. They're holding up my process, but it's all good. We're going to keep striving. But yeah, ended up getting the pool. I'm sneezing because of the grass and stuff, but ended up getting the pool dirtier than we ain't even been in it yet, but got it dirtier than got it dirty already, somewhat dirty. It's not filthy, but so trying to get that together. And just continue to get my life in order, to be honest. Like, it felt so good to just get up this morning and be able to get that done. Get some business handled that I really did not feel like doing. Like, for real, I just didn't feel like doing it. But I'm telling you, and just the way I prayed for my son to have strength to continue, and I kept asking him, I was like, "Are you good to go? Can you do a couple more?" I guess I can call them laps, but yeah, laps as far as pushing a lawnmower, or did you need my help? And he was, I'm not trying to handicap my kids. If they say they can do it, they can do it. Because I had a habit of like taking it out his hand and taking over because he don't be doing it the way I want him to do it or whatever. But he did good today. He stayed on his lines and stuff. He paid attention. Now he trying to learn how to, and see, he's just getting skills that he wants to learn, naturally. It's coming naturally to him. Y'all all right? Just checking on y'all again. And I said I was just checking on y'all again. Y'all all right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, and that's all I want to do. This is how I wanted to live. I guess I feel disappointed because I'm like, I wanted my daughter here. I wanted, at the time I wanted his daughter, especially his oldest daughter. I'm not saying nothing bad about his younger, the younger one that he did have on me, but that would have took some more adjusting for me. I wanted them. I just had this vision, honey, just like my daughter and his daughter was getting along. Um, we could have, it just could have worked. Everything, and everybody might not would have had their own room and stuff like that, but we would have been, it would have been the family type setting, and that's what I wanted. That's what I was striving for. I wanted his name and stuff on the lease at one point in time. I'm talking about at one point in time. I do not want that right now, and that's so funny because I had a dream where it looked like his name was written in. Again, it was written, but it looked like whether it was written by my daughter or I don't know who it was written by. It might have been my handwriting, but it was written with her pen or whatever. And this was just recently, and it's like I definitely wanted my husband, but I want my family. Like I wanted the whole family dynamic type thing going on. I didn't just want just a man in here and then throw my kids away. Absolutely not. Now, was I going to prioritize my man? And you know what I'm saying? I know some people just like, oh, you don't put your man before your kids, whatever. I do not care what nobody got to say. I care about God's order, and that's just what I what I believe or whatever. So that's that. And I just feel like in that, when you prioritizing him, he's prioritized. He's definitely, as long as he's keeping God first, he's able to prioritize y'all after God, and everything on work like it's supposed to. But he wasn't on that or whatever. So, or he was on it. He probably was feeling it, I believe, but then he just, he deterred from his feelings, or he might have even been thinking and believing it, but he tried to me it felt like he thought otherwise, and he just was like, I don't know about that. So, and at one time I just felt like, oh, he just got cold feet and this, that, and third. But I just, I'm not finna strive and contend for no man, no dude out here, period. I'm going to I'm just gonna I'm doing what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, now, like I said, I have a desire for somebody else. So I don't know who trying to write his name on my lease or anything like that, which to me, I definitely feel like I shouldn't even have a lease. So I set out to, be a homeowner and stuff like that a long time ago. I really felt like I had, the people that I used to have around me could have been a better team of supporters. There was support, but could have been a better team of supporters, especially my so-called dad and stuff like that. Like it was stuff, like I've mentioned before, he spent around $72,000. I don't know if I got bugs on me or what from going under them trees, but $72,000 at a casino, apartment that he had or whatever. And, I don't know if he got anything to show for it today and if he owns anything, but I've been in my house for this long. I could have took that off, even if we would have, even if he could have took out a loan from the bank to not him owning my house, but kind of, I would say co-sign, but it just, what I'm saying, just take that money and be able to set it aside and to be on, helping me towards that, because I've been maintaining and being stable. You know what I'm saying? That's been my desires, but nobody sat down and asked me, how can we help you? How can we benefit? All they do was do the traditional things like, oh, let's buy the kids something. Let's get the grandkids. And I'm like, you got children that's still here, that's in need. How about build them up first? And that way we can continue to do the generate. That way you'll kind of give the parent, your child, the relief to be able to do for their child. Like, you don't just step in and be grandparent and just take over. So that was my thing or whatever. And again, just even the one that, like I said, I deemed that was the closest to me, which is the boys' so-called dad. He didn't even sit down and try to see what I wanted to see happen. Or, he just did his own little thing or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes I feel like what he thought was, hey, I'm glad it worked out that way. Other times I was like, not so much, But here today, I'm still sitting here like, damn, we could have made it work. Honey, especially when I was feeling like, I was younger. My mindset definitely was different. Now that I've been through this, I do feel like, dang, I've matured a lot to where I can be more beneficial, and I have improved, and nobody's here to see it. And I'm not doing it for show anyway, but when my boys see me or whatever, see me daily or whatever, see what I struggle to do or what I get done or whatever, but, and then for my daughter, she started feeling like, oh, we're moving backwards once I lost the job and stuff like that because somebody pressed the false charge. Well, charges. Yeah, they were false. But I guess I was just careful because she took something that happened and she twisted it and added stuff and took away stuff and stuff like that. So false charges, lost my job. He called my job. And the same person that said, if she get a job, I will allegedly said to my daughter's so-called dad, if she get a job, I'm gonna keep her. As if you could just discard me or whatever, or you know what I'm saying? But okay, bye. That's when you start talking like that, and he didn't say it to me, so I didn't know. When you start even talking or hinting at that, that's when I'm already like, oh, well, this nigga think I'm, discardable or whatever. So let me go ahead and do what I'm doing. Make sure I keep making decisions for myself. And I'm not trying to be selfish, but I'm not stupid. So it is what it is. So I had to fend for myself. And I couldn't be, that's when he just, when that was said, that's when I'm like, I can't. If you telling people that or whatever, you feel like that, and you ain't telling me that, I cannot just let you just do whatever you think you want to with me. Ain't no way. But then, yeah, he did start saying out his mouth, you gotta go. And I'm like, wait, what? Who? Okay, bind and rebuke. The devil be bound. Sitting right on back to yourself. Now you spoke to yourself. You gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is or whatever. But, again, nobody can't say I didn't love that man, didn't care for him. I did, and I was there. He kept allowing other people to interfere. He kept having them, I don't know if he kept them, but he had these side conversations about me, and I'm just sitting here like, wow, you really doing that? Like, because I'm not going to sit around you having side conversation, and I'm that up close and personal. I'm going to tell you how I feel, or you going to know in some type of way, baby, because I'm not finna front to you, but guess that, he did a major front regarding me, and I don't appreciate it. And I really don't even think that he sees value in our boys like that. Of course, he don't see them physically, but I don't think he feels like there's any value in them. Of course, he contributes, child support or whatever, but I just don't feel like I'm not saying that he don't care or whatever, but I just don't feel like he values them. But I guess that's what tends to happen when a man goes to whatever other household that they be in and they start caring about somebody else's kids and stuff like that. And that's highly disappointing. When my daughter was right here, you can invest that time and energy in her. Your own kids are right, not own like he owns them, but your biological children was right here. Invest that time. I was already interacting with your daughter. Then I dealt with you through your other child that you had. Wait, what? What? That's what we doing? So, not mad at him. Just like, oh, well, if I didn't know the game existed before, I do know now. But I still didn't want to engage in that with him. Like, I don't want to compete with him, go back and forth. I'm not in competition with you, and I'm not contending with you or nothing. So that's where I'm at today. And that's where I've been for a little while now. Not a long time, but getting there and just trying to get to my place. Continue to get to my place of peace and keep my peace. Stuff like that. I need to go out here and drain this oil out of this lawnmower because I really need to put some clean oil and stuff in there. I don't want to run it another cycle without having clean oil. And baby, I have not washed my hair in a while. I need to wash my hair. I just don't feel like doing that either. Like, it's real around here. I don't feel like doing none of that. I took out some hamburger meat so I could try to make some type of like hamburger steak type. Honey, I want it to taste a certain way, like real beefy type. And it don't never come out like that for me, so. But this is really like, it feels so peaceful. Like now, if he was at work or if he had a day off, go down to the basketball court with your own kids. Also help me with the homeschooling stuff, or even if they didn't have to be in homeschool, they could be in the public school or whatever. Either way, I'm just glad that I have that thought process that, hey, I can homeschool my kids again if push come to shove. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't like the way that things have turned out as far as today, but I like the way that things are panning out. But I just don't want nothing to come along and interfere with that. Them grass. That grass. That grass will literally get up in there, honey, and try to suffocate you. Choke you out. Oh, God. I do it to myself every time. All I gotta do is put a freaking mask on so I don't breathe in the grasses and stuff, but that's part of the damn idiot brain type cycle that I almost got stuck in. If not, shit, feel stuck, but I'm just trusting God to just get me out, pull me out. I almost want to say yank me out, but I don't want to be, like hurt physically or emotionally or any of that, spiritually, through that process. So I'm just like, Lord, just let you take your time. But y'all still at the court? Just check it on them every now and then. But yeah. Alright. But yeah, I'm just still missing my daughter. Sometimes I feel like I'm missing her so badly, but I'm just missing her, in a regular type of way. And it's definitely been a long time. But honey, I told her that the boy's so-called dad was her stepdad and stuff like that. Like I told her that, and I didn't want to be wrong about that, but it is what it is at this point. It's like, I didn't want the stigma that comes with being a twice baby mama and this, that, and the third. But at this point, I'm just like, you know what? My so-called dad was twice married, twice divorced, and then whatever else he had going on as of, the most recent that I knew. Shit. I guess I was bound to follow in them footsteps or some type of way. And, I didn't mean to or anything, and I didn't have a desire to, but cycles just try to show up in my life. That's how I feel. That's what I chalk it up to at this point. I'm not saying that none of the decisions that I made didn't get me at where I'm at as well, but I just didn't. Some stuff I definitely didn't know better. Some stuff I did know better, but some stuff I didn't know better. So I wasn't able to do better. Some stuff I just, I felt like I just had to be a product of that environment or, whatever. And I don't be wanting to dare speak that out loud, because when the boys' so-called dad said, oh, my mom evil, my dad evil, I don't got no choice, I didn't say anything else. I was just checking on y'all. But, in about 5 or 10 minutes, y'all can come back home, though, and maybe go back down there later, because I just kind of want y'all to check in. But anyway, just wish it, this moment right here, as peaceful as it is, no riffraff, none of that craziness going on, I wish it would be like this all the time. And I said I wasn't wishing in 2022, but I'm steady saying that. But I just, have that desire for it to be like this. Just, I look back and I'm like, Lord, that was times we could have utilized, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not going to dwell on feeling like, where did I go wrong or nothing like that, because a lot of times I feel like I didn't do shit to him. I ain't, especially to him. I'm not saying that I didn't have areas that I could improve in, but I didn't do anything to like try to run him away, scare him away. When he came and stayed, the times when because he came multiple times, he just didn't feel like he could sit still or stay long enough for whatever reason. And it could have just been protection. God protected me, which is fine. I asked him, I was like, how's everything going? He was like, so far so good. They go, I guess his so-called cousin coming outside or whatever. Or let me mind my business, but the fact that they gotta come out and talk on the phone and stuff, it just be wild to me. But Lord, let me close my curtain. But anyway, that stuff tries to distract me. Cause yeah, that's one of his female cousins, and
about to come up.
You say y'all about to come back home?
I'm about to come up.
What? I don't get it.
I meant me, not male. Not me and male, just me.
He's not coming?
No.
He doesn't need to be down there by himself either, so y'all need to come together. Anyway, yeah, he paid just too much close attention to her specifically. It was one time we was just sitting out there to where he knew details of what she just got done doing, stuff like that. I'm like, oh no, hell no. And then just the rest of the so-called relatives and stuff over there, they, and I'm not saying that it was easy for him coming over here knowing he got relatives over there, but I feel like he chose wrong when he chose certain stuff. I feel like he chose wrong. Now, as a father caring for his kids, I can't speak for him on that. I can't speak for him on none of it, but I feel better about him trying to protect his kids any way he could, even from his own relatives, if that's what he was doing, moved to do at times. But oftentimes I just feel like he was being messy right along with them and playing into whatever they said, feeding in and then feeding them something back. All of them was just BSing with each other regarding my life. And it's like, y'all are tending to me too much, and it's not in a healthy way. It's in a very toxic way. So I don't want it. I reject it. I send it right on back. And, till this day, baby, I'm continuing to send that stuff. Those like hits or whatever spiritual things, send it right on back. I don't want that. And I feel like for as long as I gotta say, I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. I did and do the same thing regarding my daughter's so-called dad. Honey, I did at one point in time. Okay, I connected myself with you. Didn't mean to in those types of ways, and that's on me for being ignorant or not doing better. So it's consequences with it, but as long as I'm here and I'm able to reject it, then that's what I'm gonna do, or send it back. But my sons, I guess they get ready to come back up, so I'm going there. I really want to. Like when I tell you, I know what it feels like now to be physically tired like that. I used to think, but honey, I know what it feels like to be physically tired. I was filling my body with stuff that they had no business. Now I'll be doing more fruit and stuff, so it's better. But now I be too tired sometimes to go get in the shower after I cut the grass. I ain't stay up all night, but I stayed up till like 1 or whatever, and 1:30 or something like that. And then I kind of like woke up this morning. I thought I think I remember some kind of dream or whatever, but yeah. But anyway, let me get up off of here. I'm just glad that I got that done today. And even him could have been here, helping to cut the grass. Or one time he bought a lawnmower here and then he took it back. And it's like, wow. It was just that give something, take something back. So basically, like, it's basically like saying I ain't doing nothing. But okay then, I'm gonna holler at you because you ain't gonna be around here not doing anything at all. Now, I did try to make it kind of easy for him, and maybe that was my problem, my fault. I shouldn't have, but I wasn't into trying to make stuff difficult for people. But I did understand, sometimes we need to have a challenge or challenge ourselves or whatever. But anyway, I don't know. I guess that was just on me. I didn't know what his intentions was, and My freaking front camera always coming off. But yeah, but anyway, here she go. All these things. I mean, just up early, worrying about my house and my life. And like I said, I could see if it was done in a non-toxic way or in a non-creepy type of way. But, you know, for me, I'm just like, just communicate with me. Like before the ones across the street was telling me, oh, she just be looking at us looking crazy. I don't give a damn what y'all feel like I look like. Y'all, the house is directly across the damn street. I could turn my head to the left or the right, but either way, if I choose to look straight, that's where y'all house is. And if you got a lot of commotion and you trying to draw attention, please do not think that I'm looking over there like I want to come over there or anything like that, honey. I've been invited and I've declined more than a time or two. But that don't mean that I won't look from a distance because you got all this, you know what I'm saying? You attention seekers and trying to draw attention to yourself. But, yeah, let me get off because I don't want to go off on that tangent. That stuff is old for real. It's definitely old. It just, to me, I feel like I never got the resolve that I wanted or the, you know, some answers and stuff. I don't even know if it was answers, but definitely like some peace and stuff about that I wanted. Like it just shenanigans, he and she shenanigans just will continue to carry on and stuff like that over the years, and some of it interfered with me and his relationship, but I feel like he allowed it, so that's what he wanted ultimately. Like I'm gonna just let them be the excuse on why I'm be able to leave her alone or whatever. But it was other stuff that was just personally directed towards me. And I mean, of course, it always got something to do with him, but, you know, just personal attacks and stuff that I just didn't appreciate. That I feel like, oh, no, Lord, they need to be held accountable, even till this day. But let it be done according to God's will.